Yo guys, it's your boy Ruben here, the Long Man. I'm going to another LAN party in May and I thought it would be a good idea to make a video with some practical tips from my own LAN experience to help you get the most out of your LAN experience. First, let's talk about packing. You need to decide what to bring. Generally, there will be your PC, your monitors, all your peripherals like mouse, keyboard, controllers, all the necessary cables for internet and power. Besides your PC gear, you have to think about your clothes, toiletries, sleeping gear. You don't want to be a sticky gamer wearing the same pair of underwear 3 days in a row straight. Think a little bit about the temperature in the hall. Some halls can be pretty hot with all those PCs, all that hardware running, heating up the hall. And some halls can be quite chilly because sometimes they turn up the AC all the way to try to ventilate all those sweaty gamers. So I recommend bringing some layers so you can like put on a jacket or take one off when needed. And have a look at the public information for your LAN about the facilities. What's the situation with the sleeping room? What's the situation with the toilet and the showers? I personally recommend taking a shower if it's available, not just for yourself, for your own mental clarity, but for the people sitting around you as well. And my most important packing tip, make an actual list. Write everything you're bringing, write it down, put it in your notes app, check it off when it's packed and loaded so you don't leave anything on the kitchen table. And that will guarantee you don't forget anything crucial. Every single time I've been at a LAN, I've seen people forget crucial things, whether that's internet cables, charging cables for their mouse, or just their entire headset. Don't be that person. Make a list. And second part of the tip, bring that list with you to LAN so you can do the same thing in reverse when leaving, so you don't leave anything precious behind. And the LAN I'm going to even made some convenient list of what to bring and what not to bring. So you'll be seeing those on screen. Now let's talk logistics, how to actually get to the LAN. This is a two-part problem, getting yourself to the LAN, but also getting your equipment there. If you have your own car, it's not going to be that much of an issue, just load up and go. But if you don't and you're still a student or something, you don't have a car available, there are a couple things you can do. Something I've done in the past is when one of the friends in my group had a car, we loaded all the PCs and all the monitors into the one car we had available. And they drove their car with the PCs to the LAN, or everyone else took public transport there with their other luggage. If it's a local LAN, sometimes there's like a pickup service or a van available for gear. Nowadays you'll generally have a Discord server for your LAN as well, so if you really need help getting to the LAN, maybe you can try asking your fellow LAN goers for help, and maybe something can be arranged. Take care when loading, packing and unloading. Electronics can be fragile, you don't want to drop them, you don't want to break your things. That would be very sad for your LAN experience. So take care when packing monitors especially, so the screen doesn't bump into anything hard. Something I've done in the past for extra protection is use my sleeping gear, like wrap the pillows and blankets around the monitor, around your PC to protect them from bumps. So they aren't just useful for keeping you warm and giving you a nice rest, they can also protect your monitor and your PC. Now you've arrived at the LAN, set up all your gear, plugged in all your cables, and you are ready to game. Let's talk schedule and competitions. What games do you want to play? What competitions do you want to join? Most LAN parties I've been to had competitions for different games where people take each other on seriously, you know, head to head. So IRL trash talk with people sitting behind you or in the opposite rows definitely hits different than just doing it in text chat. There are often a bunch of casual and more fun competitions as well. My previous LAN had golf with friends, beer pong, even dodgeball and a pub quiz. I highly recommend joining activities like that as well. They're a lot of fun with the friends you're bringing, or a great way to meet some new like-minded gamers. Unfortunately, there are only so many hours in a day and sometimes there are some conflicting schedules, so you might have to choose what you prefer to do. So take a look at the schedule beforehand or while at LAN and get an idea of the things you really don't want to miss. And you know, you can't go grab a kebab outside at the shop around the corner when you're supposed to be competing in a Counter-Strike tournament. That's just reality. And speaking of kebabs, let's talk a bit about food and drinks, the supplies to get you through the weekend. Check your LAN rules on what you're allowed to bring in. Some have bans on alcohol, some have bans on meal deliveries. Some LANs offer dinners as a group that you can participate in. And some even have their own stands or food they sell at the location. So depending on the LAN and the location, you can go outside, get something to eat at a different shop or restaurant, or go to the grocery store. And yeah, just decide what you want to do. And during my last LAN, my diet consists mostly of Pringles and Monster. Of cornerstones of a healthy gamer diet, and it went pretty well. So, some tips for the sleeping, because, you know, even if you're a diehard gamer, staying up for 3 days straight just isn't something you should do. Bring something against the noise, either earplugs or noise cancelling headphones. Some people can fall asleep anywhere, but some people are more sensitive to noise. A lot of LANs are generally quite noisy. Being prepared for that means a better quality sleep, which equals better quality time being awake. LAN schedule is already hectic enough, and bad sleep can make your weekend less enjoyable. Don't be grumpy. Some miscellaneous tips, general safety information on the part. Lock your PC when you're away. It is a bit different if you're just with a small LAN with a couple friends, but if it's a big LAN, no, it takes like 2 clicks to lock your PC when you step away. And while I haven't experienced any negative experiences on LAN myself with this, you want to avoid having random people access your PC when you're not there. Just look out for your friends and your neighbors at LAN. Call it out if you see something that doesn't feel right, and don't pull any pranks to hurt people. Also, one more thing. Update and download the games you want to play. Sometimes the LAN internet, you know, it can be split among 100 people, so sometimes it's not that fast. So you want to make sure you have all the games you want to play installed, downloaded on your PC, and make sure you don't have any issues with that. You don't want to be in a situation where the competition starts in 15 minutes, but you still got half an hour of downloading updates left to go before you can join it. That would not be very convenient. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Just go have fun at LAN. If you have any fun experiences or tips, leave them down below in the comments. Hope you enjoyed this quick video. It's been your boy Ruben, the Long Man. See you boys later. Peace out.